Josh Gowling after Hereford's dramatic 1-1 draw with Curzon Ashton. First of all, overall performance, how did you think it fared?
Yeah, obviously we changed a lot, and I'm sure you can see out there. And we've worked on, training Tuesday and Thursday, and we've put a lot in. The lads have took on a lot of information, so we saw some things we needed to tweak and change, and we've tried to implement that. Obviously, it's going to be a bit of time for the lads to fully take it on board, but I think the lads really showed a good account of themselves.
You asked for intensity, you certainly got that.
Yeah, definitely. We spoke. I just want the lads to buy in. That's what it's about. I think if they buy into something, they buy into philosophy, they buy into this positive kind of atmosphere that I want, then it will bring energy. If they're enjoying playing, the energy just comes. So, going down 10 men after, was it 30 minutes? I just think we were strong all game.
What did you make of that red card for Ben Pollock?
I spoke to Ben about it. I think he was reaching for it, wasn't he? So I think because he left the ground, he was quite high. I can see why it was given. That's just over eagerness. But for the 30 minutes Ben was on, he was different class. He marshalled in front of the back four really well, broke things up, won second ball. So he was a bit down and a bit upset in the changing room. But we spoke to him and just said, the 30 minutes he gave us was just different class. So can't wait to get him back.
But prior to that, big turning point in the game was a referee going off with a muscle injury. Yeah. What did you make of his replacement?
Referees have a hard job. I think the guy should have went when Alex went through on goal, regardless of whether or not where his touch was. I think his next touch is his shot, so I think he's got to go there, to be honest. And then I just think, it's hard for him. I'm not going to bash him because we might have him again soon, so I don't want to bash him. But no, I just think he made some mistakes, but it's football, and he evened himself out at the end.
You must be very pleased the reaction with 10 men to fight back.
We spoke at half time and we said our philosophy's changing. So what we're doing is changing. It didn't matter that we were with 10 men, we wanted to win a game of football. And that's what it comes down to. We weren't going to sit off and lose 1-0. That's not what we're about anymore. So we wanted to go out there, keep ourselves in the game, and then obviously last 10 minutes, have a right go. I think Starch come on, did well. Caney come on, was excellent, and I got the lads in there, to be honest, to give Rhys Davis a round of applause, because for such a young lad to come on into these conditions, not been, obviously we've not played that great at home, not won for a long time, and to come in and put on that performance, it was a credit to him. It was really credit to him, so it's credit to the youth team.
Tom Owen-Evans, you brought him back and he ended up taking that penalty, big responsibility. How did you think he played overall?
Tom is a match winner, so he's a match winner, I know that. That's why I put him on penalties. He's got to do better, he's got to keep improving. He did well in spells today and he knows that. But sometimes when you've been away for a while, playing a different style of football, and you come back, you have got to have that period of adjustment. I have got so much time for Toe. He's got a lot of ability, so I'm always going to be on him and I'm always going to want more from him. But no, he did well today for his first game, and all the lads are an absolute credit to the football club. Was
it a penalty at the end?
I don't know. My eyes aren't that great in the dark, so I'm not really sure.
That's an honest and Arsene Wenger.
Diplomatic.
It was a difficult one. It looked like a coming together. I don't know. Rowe went down. He's a big lad. But we got it. So that's what counts.
But the side had a lot of claims for handball and pushes in the box. It just seemed as though nothing was going to go their way today.
Yeah, I know it was difficult. Obviously, they broke down here in the second half with a handball, and then he's broken, and then ended up gone in and then he scored. So, but we dug in, we were resilient, and one of the things that we spoke about was our tone, the way we speak to each other. When things go wrong, we're not going to get on each other's back. We're going to encourage and we're going to push each other forward. And I think we really did that. I think sometimes when things are a bit tough and you get on each other's back, it then becomes worse. So we really focused on that. We focused on that the last 2 days about how we speak to each other as staff and as players. And I think that drove us through as well.
How big a part do you think Steve Burr is going to play in the next few months?
So I brought Steve in. I was Steve's captain when I was at Kidderminster. I know what Steve's about. He's infectious. He's bubbly. He'll get on really well with the lads, and he wants to play. Obviously, I'm going to implement the style we want to play, but I know his sessions are high tempo, high pressure, good football, and that's why I've brought him in. And he's got a lot of experience, and it's someone I can lean on.
Is that something you think you can develop going forward, a longer-term relationship, as it were?
Yeah, football's one of them funny industries where you meet so many people and you kind of don't really keep many friends. So, obviously I was at Kiddie a long time ago, but I've always kept in contact with Steve, and, I do class him as a friend, and I do have a lot of trust in him. So that's something that I want to develop, and that's something someone that I want by my side.
Positive result then overall in the end with a draw here. Alfreton away next week. That should be an interesting one. What can you remember from your time there? Is that going to help you?
Yeah,
is it going to inspire you?
Of course. I want to win every game, to be honest. So we're taking one game at a time. We didn't focus on Alfreton today. It was just about the result today, and obviously we're going to go away now. I'm going to do some work over the weekend on analysis and areas of weakness and things that we can improve on, and then we're going to go there and get a positive result. That's what it's about. But no, they're a difficult team. They play percentage football, and we've got to be equipped for that and then deal with those second balls. So that's something that we'll be ready for.
And finally, you didn't pick yourself today. Is that going to be something that we need to keep a close eye on, or did you make a conscious decision that I'm going to stay out of the team today?
I thought if I picked myself, I might take throwing corners, penalties, set pieces, softball, man. I'll pick myself. But no, to be honest, I just felt today the lads needed someone supporting them and driving them forward and pushing them and having belief in them and faith in them. And I just felt like I could do that more on the sideline than I could on the pitch. So yeah, I mean that was my decision to do that. So and we'll see how it goes in the weeks on.
Thanks very much.
No problem. Thank you.
Can we ask you how much permission you've got to bring more players in? Should you feel that you might want to? How much leeway have you got?
Well, it depends how much money they've got. No. We've had a chat. I've had a chat with the chairman about things, and if there's areas that we feel we need to improve on, then that's something we'll look at. But first and foremost, we want to get the DNA of the club right. We want to get the dressing room back where it needs to be mentally, and then obviously we'll look at moving forward. But as you can see today, we've got a lot of talent in this squad, and so we don't want to ruffle feathers too much. We want the lads to have confidence and know that we've got belief in them.
Do you know how long you've got the job for? Because obviously it's on an interim basis at the moment.
I think if I lost today, I'd probably... No, I'm joking. No, we'll just see how it goes. The chairman's told me to step in, and I've done that, and we'll just see how it goes. I just want to be here for the lads, support the lads, and at the end of the day, I work for them. So I work for the lads, and I want the best for them. We spoke in the week about me helping them, obviously technically, and also on a personal basis. Getting things better, mentally, and that's what we're going to try and do.
And obviously you spoke about the fans and the role they can play. How do you think they did today?
I think they're excellent today. I think that they drove us forward. I mean, even before kick-off, they were singing and the noise it was bouncing and it was brilliant. I think they're going to have to bear with us a little bit with the type of football we want to play, because we want to try and be a bit of possession-based football, at home, and we want to play at that tempo. So sometimes I know they get a bit frustrated with those backwards passes, but sometimes we have to do that. And to be honest, it worked well because we wore them down. And I think the last 10 minutes of the game, I think we were the stronger team with 10 men. And I think keeping possession and making teams work, it's going to wear them down, and then we can come on stronger at the end. So there is a method to our madness behind it. So yeah.
I suppose it's a case of trying to get a consistent run of results now and back up performances like today.
Yeah, obviously, like I said, we identified some areas that we wanted to tweak, and there's a lot that we want to tweak and change at the club. So it's there's going to be ups and downs, but we just got to do it week by week and try and implement what we want.
Because the way record has been pretty poor, hasn't it, overall this season, and you're away next week, so try and get something at Alfreton.
As we spoke, and what are we, 2 wins out of 20? So it's not just the away from us, to be honest. So, but what we've said is what's happened, what's gone is gone, and we want to create a new environment, a new dressing room, and look forward, not behind us, and that's what we're going to do.
Is discussion still going on with Stephen Dawson, or is that sort of dead?
That's between the board. I'm not getting involved with that kind of stuff. Obviously, if I was the manager, then that's kind of different, but that's between obviously Dorsey's representatives and the board, and I'll leave it there with them.
Cool.
No problem.
Cheers, Josh. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.